Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be reacting to
Beyonce's high ticket prices are hurting her tour sales. Doechii is
high
an industry
prices.
plant.
Did we talk about the prices? I think
We did. We
we
talked
seen
about the
it.
prices and we talked about Doechii being an industry plant. So I guess
Yeah.
this is kind of revisiting the conversation because she got the Woman of the Year award. Maybe.
Mm,
We did do a video about that. You can guys check it out. I did kind of mention about industry plant, but let's see what
let's see
Impressive got to say.
what we get into.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. Folks are saying that Doechii is an industry plant, and also reports are saying that Beyonce's Cowboy Carter tour is having slow sales. Now, there have been several different reports saying that Beyonce's tour has not been selling as quickly as usual. Now, I kind of looked at Ticketmaster, and I did see that she sold out several dates. She sold out in Atlanta, in Texas, and some dates in New Jersey and Chicago. So a lot of her tour stops have been largely sold out, but there have been some dates that
So what's the speculation about if a lot of has been sold out? So I mean, it's gonna sell out by the time it comes, probably.
I think
Does it? Go ahead.
because people think that her tickets are just supposed to be, once it's launched, it's clear out. That's it, sold
Yeah,
out.
like why does it matter how fast it sells out? As long as it sells out, the money is the same whether you sell out in a minute or
That's true.
in a 10 minutes, an hour,
I
if
guess
in
there's a
10 days.
flex.
Doesn't matter. If it sells out, it sells out. Who cares?
still have a
And guys,
lot
are we in a recession? Like, people don't got
Right?
no
Don't you see what's
money.
going on with the
People don't
stocks and
got the
everything? Yeah, like
money.
who got money
So
to go to
of course it's
concerts?
gonna be a little slower.
I mean, a lot of factors playing into the slower sales. Yes, tickets are
Mm,
expensive. One, economy. Two,
too.
honestly, the music style. Not everybody might like this,
Mm,
this album too. Like, cause there's a lot of Beehive members that will go cause Beyonce,
yeah.
but a lot of cash
Yeah.
semi fans be like, not for me. They don't won't go. So it's like a lot of factors play into
And
this.
we kind of had like seen it in Christmas in that football game.
Yeah. What did we see?
We saw her perform her music from the
Oh, that's what
album.
you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, but it wasn't live. Like, if you wanted live
I
experience,
know, but for most people, I feel like
yeah, and for most people, we'll see it on
that's
YouTube.
enough.
So
There
yeah,
you
well, if she doesn't take it down, but
of tickets available, and I think that's really due to a few reasons. For one, Beyonce is not really doing a lot of tour stops for this tour. She's only going to a handful of cities, and she's doing several shows per night in that city. So some nights are going to be sold
several
several shows
shows
per
in night.
night.
What?
How is that
So
possible?
how the ticket high and
How can you do
the
two
event
shows a
short?
night?
How the ticket high and the event
I'm so
short?
confused.
out, while the other nights are going to be slower to sell. It happens. Also, another reason is the ticket pricing. The ticket prices have been a bit high for this tour, and that hasn't been exactly encouraging to some fans because the economy is unpredictable, especially in this Trump era. So people don't have money to just splurge 400 to 500 to $1,000+ on one concert ticket. And there have been rumors that Ticketmaster has been using dynamic pricing because some fans have noticed that some of the ticket prices have dropped. But that's only what some reports are saying. I personally look at Ticketmaster, and from what I've seen, some of the lowest ticket prices are like $150+, and that's way in the nosebleed sections.
That's not bad though. I mean, I don't know how usually they are, but 150 to see
Mm,
Beyonce.
150 could feed a
No,
family
no, I understand. I
in
personally,
this recession.
I wouldn't go. It's too
Yeah,
expensive for
it's
me.
still a
But
lot.
I'm just saying, like, how cheap do you want the tickets to be then? Like Beyonce tours, like what, once every 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
So if you save up 150 for in 2 years, that's what, less than $10 a month. I mean, realistically,
When we went to go see Cirque du Soleil, how much we paying?
wasn't no 150. It was like maybe 30, $40.
30, $40
Yeah, but
for
that's
Cirque
Cirque
du
du Soleil.
Soleil.
That's not Beyonce.
I know.
And it was Groupon too. So
Yeah,
if you find
it's gonna
Beyonce's
we're
tickets
gonna
on
move
Groupon,
on.
then you can have a
So
conversation.
Beyonce is out here
I
charging
love Cirque du
people a
Soleil.
pretty penny.
I
But her
understand, but
tour is
it's not
not flopping.
Beyonce.
I mean, she's already sold out in several cities, and I think as time goes on, she's going to sell even more tickets.
But
I
I
think
mean,
the
why these fucking catfish titles though? I really thought the sales are hurting, but they're not hurting. They're just slower, but they're still selling out. So who
moment
cares?
Beyonce steps on stage and her first concert goes viral, more people are going to be interested to come. You're
Yeah,
going to
I
see
think
people bring
so.
out their cowboy boots, their cowboy hats, dress up in their
Everyone's
whole
gonna have
getup
that
just to go see Cowboy
FOMO.
Carter. And even the ones who
Yeah.
didn't like the album are going to be there because they just want to see Beyonce perform. I personally would have loved if she actually waited until she dropped Act 3 and then toured on Cowboy Carter and Act 3.
Why? She's gonna do
Yeah. Oh, me.
twice. She's
Oh,
gonna do
damn.
Cowboy Carter and she's gonna do
Damn.
Act 3.
Act 3.
Duh.
Damn.
More
Damn.
money.
Damn,
That would
that's
have
a
been
lot
a
of money.
moment, but I do understand
That's
that
a lot of
she
money.
wants to make money off of each era. But the problem with that is not everybody's going to have the money to see her on tour for every era.
But the benefit of that, because the tickets are not gonna sell out, more people gonna have the opportunity to go. Because oftentimes when the tickets sell out fast, some people can't go, not because they can't afford it, because they didn't have the best internet speed. So now, you can go. You got the money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can order your ticket in your own time,
Yeah.
slowly. You can save up, you can plan accordingly, so more people get to see it. So it's just, it works out.
But the people who do have money are going to see her. So it is what it is. She cares about getting her coins, and she will get them because people just want to be entertained. Now, I want to talk a little bit about this. Now,
She
Doechii
looks
is, I guess, the new
stunning.
it girl in rap
I
right
love
now.
this look on
She's
her. She looks
everywhere. She
sickening.
has
This
been
look
getting
is
a huge-
everything. Oh my God, she looks so beautiful. You caught her at the perfect frame. Wow. Ah, the dream.
You done?
No, because it's like, oh, she looks like she's doing it for us. She's doing it for the girls like me. For me.
Huge push in the industry. She won a Grammy for Best Female Rap Album for her mixtape. Also, 3 months into the year, she was already crowned Billboard's Woman of the Year. She's literally been everywhere. She's been at some of the major fashion shows overseas. She recently
Sickening.
came out and performed with the legend Lauryn Hill. I mean, Doechii has been killing it, and her team
Doesn't she
has
look like
been on
twin?
it. TDE has been putting some serious money behind her, and I do think TDE has a lot of money to blow because they probably got a big bag from Universal Music Group, and so they've been splurging on their artists like Doechii and SZA and even Kendrick. Although Kendrick is no longer technically with TDE, TDE still has business ties to him via SZA. But I say all that to say that TDE got money, and they're definitely investing heavily in Doechii, making sure she gets the visibility and the stream she needs. They also got the business connections they could use for her as well. They got ties to Roc Nation and Capitol Records and
That's the look.
UMG, so they could pull from all those different resources
Wow.
to help give her a push.
Wow.
So she has a machine behind her, and it's amazing, honestly, because it's very, very rare.
See
that the
what it
industry
takes.
really
You need to have a team. They're gonna call you a plant because they mad that you have a team. Don't be mad at her. She got a team. She got the support. SZA's doing well. Kendrick's doing well. She's doing well. It's part of the formula of having a great team. What else?
Team or connections. Part of the team, yes, who the team can call, but that kind of also makes you industry plan because the whole point,
You
right?
gotta make the team. Like you gotta make it. Like
Or you are given it.
she has to have the talent. She couldn't just.
okay, but she can have the talent, but she can be given the team. Like somebody notices the talent on her. Okay, I want to bring
Yes.
you up.
Nothing
Okay,
wrong.
I'm not saying it is, but then they give you the team with the connections though. So
I want
it's-
the
it's-
connections.
oh, I get it. I'm just saying it's not the team that you came up together like from the childhood friends. It's not that team. And a lot of artists they come up with the team that's from the child that they came up together. So it's just that's their team. And her team is. I'm not saying it. I don't know how it worked out, but if she was giving a team that has the phone number to call Grammys, to call whoever the fuck else, it's just easier. So you do need a team. You're absolutely right. Yeah, but the team can be handed to you. The team doesn't have to be people that are close to you that you came up together.
For me, how I take a plant is like a plant meaning this person has no talent XYZ.
No, I don't think so. I think the plant does have a talent, but they handcrafted to fit a certain mold and that given certain opportunities that others are not. And I'm not saying Doechii is a plant. However, I could see an argument being made.
I wouldn't care. Call me
So-
a flower. It's okay.
So I don't think she is a plant, but if one wants to make an argument, there is ways to make an argument for her to be a plant. Her success in the short amounts of time is huge.
It's not a
And-
short amount of time.
What do you mean?
She's been there for a long time.
Oh,
A lot of her
Okay,
sounds
but
on
like
TikTok is
realistically,
popped-
she popped up in like since summer she popped up, and it's like what 9 months she's everywhere and she's the biggest star.
That's all it takes. One moment. Will you capture it? Will you let
Man,
it slip?
well, Glorilla let it slip, I guess then, huh?
Yeah, she let it
best in
slip. Someone picked it up.
dark-skinned women like
Bloop.
this. Very rare. And I saw
Bloop,
Isaiah
bloop.
Banks make an interesting statement about it. Now, even though her statement was kind of haterish, she did point out something that I thought was interesting. And shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for taking a screenshot of this. But in her tweet, she said the reason why Doechii has been getting this push is because she probably signed away her masters, her publishing, her image rights, and probably a big portion of her royalties too, in exchange for this sudden push. And I wouldn't be
We don't know, but it's possible.
surprised if that were true, but I really do hope that's not the case because they're going to rob her blind. But the shift in her career is very noticeable. I remember a few years ago, she would have never gotten
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Is the shift in the career, like how she came like from nothing to like the star in with less than a year. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like Glorilla, she's kind of been steady grinding. We saw her a couple of years ago. She came up with Cardi. That was a banger, and she's steady grinding, grinding, climbing. Doechii, I haven't seen the climb. I saw she's here, she's here. Like there was no climb. She hopped.
Yeah.
Whereas Glorilla is climbing up the hill. Doechii hopping. She hopped over all the other little, hilltops. Could be luck. Could absolutely could be. I'm not saying it's not, but as I said, someone could make an argument. It's not luck. It's help.
I wouldn't wish the worst on Doechii, but at the end of the day, she's doing what's best for her. If this is the best for her, then make sure you cover yourself. Because if you know they're taking a good chunk of your masters and all your identity and everything, you have to think what will happen if they disappear. So if anything, I'm rooting for her. I'm rooting for the best for her, and I hope they didn't take her masters.
this push. She
What about
actually had a
minors?
buzz going with her songs What It Is and Persuasive, but TDE did not capitalize off of those moments and they let her buzz die down for a little bit. But when she dropped her mixtape, all of a sudden TDE started pushing her aggressively and it seemed like it all happened out of the blue. So I do wonder if she signed a deal to create that shift because something definitely changed for her in the last 6 months. And it's really amazing to see, honestly. But with her rapid success has come
What I
some
noticed with
pushback
her, she's
because
also
a lot
very transparent, Doechii. She's open to say everything she went to, she's done. Do you think an artist would come out and say, "Yeah, I sent all my masters," and what about it? Do you think so, or is that something that you
No,
wouldn't?
I think there's NDA.
people
Mm.
feel like she might be an industry plant. And the industry plant talk really started to escalate after her appearance on First We Feast. On the show, she said that straight men are a red flag. I thought she would have said DL men because that's what she rapped about in her song Denial.
DL man? What is DL man?
Men on the down low.
What does that mean?
That means he likes to dabble in the men's pond. Like they are interested in having sexual
So
encounters with men.
bisexuals?
They're not necessarily bisexual
How are you not bisexual? You want to have sex with men? I'm confused.
because they're on the down low. They're very secretive about their sexual preferences. So they're not necessarily bi, they're not necessarily
That
gay.
is bi
They're
though.
this no, but no. It's not official. It's not disclosed. They're on the down low, so they're doing things without being transparent to their
You're
family,
either
their
attracted or you're
partners.
not. Like, what is
Listen,
this?
listen. I'm giving you the short explanation, and I
As
don't
a
even know if
river,
I'm
but
doing it
she said
justice.
straight men, and that turned off a portion of her fan base, believe it or not. There were a lot of men who were
Yeah.
rocking with Doechii up until she said that. And now they look at her like a plant being used to create division between men and women.
I'm not sure what that has to do with planting. I mean, I can understand why it would turn off, man. I get that. But what does it have to do with her being a plant? I'm confused about that.
Because if you watch South Park,
No, I
see.
don't.
What they have said is that these companies have been pushing like in an agenda. Like in every space, do we have to have a queer person? Do we have to have a gay person? Do we have
Yes.
to have a disabled person? Do we
Okay.
have? That's why they're saying with her saying that she doesn't like straight men is kind of that narrative of straight men is being pushed to the back, and everyone like
So
the
what?
trans.
But we already
being
have a
platformed.
lesbian rapper, young man.
Yeah, well, Young MA, I don't know if she's still like very active as same elevation as her right now, but it seems like that's a narrative that they say the companies like to push to elevate and
guess.
platform.
And they think that she's pushing this whole feminist anti-men agenda. There's a lot of discourse about this online.
Look
but
at this
a lot
face.
of people are starting to
Yes,
feel like
this
she
look,
is a
it's
plant
everything.
because she
Oof.
recently was named
looks
Billboard's
so
Woman
good.
of the Year. Some people are questioning what has she done to earn that title.
As I said, guys, you can check that video. We've had like an in-depth discussion about. I don't want to keep repeating what we said, but
She did a lot.
yeah, yeah.
Because the women who have earned that title have had the stats to back it up. I'm talking about #1 hit singles, platinum selling albums, selling out major arenas and even stadiums. I'm talking about
Ooh.
artists who have made a big impact on Billboard. And as talented as Doechii is, I think it's a bit premature to label her Billboard's Woman of the Year.
What we
I would say give her
concluded
another year.
was that they really betting on her potential.
Yeah, well, in that video, because we were reacting to another guy talking about it, so we kind of, it was pitting her against Glorilla, and that's why I keep mentioning Glorilla a lot in this video, because kind of piggyback from that. So out of them two, yeah, I can see Doechii maybe more for the arguments discussed there. But overall, how Doechii is more than Sabrina Carpenter, Chappell Roan, Billie Eilish, I don't know. I can't make that argument.
Let her drop an album first and see how she does, and then if she blows it out the water, then yeah, give her Billboard Woman of the Year. But as far as this year is concerned, I think it's a bit too soon, you know, and this is why people think she's a plant. And it didn't help when Rolling Stone did a whole write-up about it, basically calling people misogynistic and queerphobic and colorist for hating on Doechii. And honestly,
I mean, but if she's hating on men, hating at her, it's not queerphobic. It's basically hating at someone who hates you. So just hating back. I don't necessarily think that's queerphobic. If she came out and said what the things that she hates is straight men,
I just think she didn't have to do that.
then straight man comes out, oh, the thing I hate is Doechii. How is that queerphobic? No, I just hate somebody who hates me. I feel that's perfectly reasonable.
this didn't help. It didn't help because Rolling Stone is
But no, I agree with what you said. I don't know why you would say that. You basically clear out half of population as your friends. Why would you ever do that to yourself? Like
More
that is,
the merrier.
yeah, like half the
I love everyone.
half the fucking population. Why? Like if you want to say, you need to say something you hate, say like something more obscure, like you said DL man. Okay,
the
I don't know
thing
what, I don't
is,
even know what that is.
With
Okay,
her,
cool.
she likes to stay in a niche, but you're trying to be global, so you have to
Yeah,
be
but you-
embracing of
Like,
everybody.
that's basically sexist, if anything. Hate straight men. I don't know.
starting to show their bias. I mean, they didn't defend Lil Nas X or Sexy
Like
Red.
imagine somebody came out and said, "What do you hate?" Oh yeah, I hate gay people.
And you're out here doing house music.
How that? Yeah, like Lady Gaga came out. Oh yeah, what do you hate the most? I hate gay people. What the fuck?
That's how they felt about Azalea Banks, because Azalea, she did that, and that's like her whole audience.
Yeah, like why would
The girls
you
and
do
the
that?
gays.
Like why would you say that? Like, and to be fair, gay is not even half the population, so that's even.
I know, but
less,
that's
but
everyone who
still,
was listening to your music,
it's
so they were
crazy.
putting money in your pocket.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or Ice Spice or Tyla when they were being called plants.
Yeah, why Tyler didn't get that? Why didn't I forgot about her? Tyler can make a better argument than Doechii too. For Woman of the Year.
And being called a plant kind of comes with the territory. Anytime an artist
Why?
blows up
She has water.
Everybody drinks water. Who doesn't drink water?
out of the gate, automatically people are going to question how legit their success is. Now, Doechii is not a plant because she's been in the industry for some time. She's been making music for 5 years now. But the plant allegations are coming from the fact that her team has been using aggressive marketing. And while aggressive marketing has its advantages, it also has its downsides too. You want the artist to do well, but the public has to catch up first. There still has to be some type of organic support. And Doechii does have
She has
supporters.
the organic support though. We just watched we did UK charts reaction, Billboard. Well, they're
Yeah.
not Billboard, UK singles. Anxiety is high. I'm not gonna spoil it if you guys haven't seen it. If you want to watch it, but it's high. Like
It's
she,
real high.
people are listening to her.
Love her.
But she still has to build. She's still in that building phase. So I think that her team might have to be careful not to do too much too soon, because it's going to turn people off and people are going to feel like you're forcing the artist on them. This actually happened with the artist Her. Y'all remember Her? Her was everywhere at one point. She was winning all types of awards.
I don't personally feel like I'm being forced upon Doechii because I like her music. But if I didn't like her, I could see that I'm being forced upon her. She is being pushed heavily. But it doesn't bother me because I think she's a great rapper. But yeah, like if somebody, I can't name anybody right now off the top of my head, but if somebody I didn't really like was being pushed like that, I'd be like, okay, yeah, this is too much in my face.
She was like the industry's golden girl, but she was accused of being an industry plant. And since that happened, she kind of fizzled out a little bit. And it's unfortunate because she's very talented. And I can say the same thing for Doechii. Doechii is very talented and she deserves to be recognized, but her team has to be very careful not to force feed her to the public. But one thing that could turn this whole thing around for Doechii is if she comes up with a smash hit song. If she drops a banger, an undeniable album, all that industry plant talk will die down completely. And I do think her song Anxiety does have the potential to be a big hit for her. But I think Doechii
I
is
keep
going to go
forgetting
far. I mean,
that
she
she only has mixtape.
Yeah, me too.
has the talent, the charisma, the drive, the star power,
Uniqueness,
and
the
she has a
talent,
machine
right?
behind her. So nothing can really go wrong unless her team screws things up or unless she gets caught up in some more controversy. Because that whole comment she made about straight men being a red flag was controversial. And even though it was
Oh, so okay. She didn't say I hate straight men. She said it's a red flag. It's a little milder statement, and I understood it.
Which I could kind of
It's,
get.
it's a mild. Yeah.
Because kind of, let me tell you how I explain from her, how I can understand her perspective. Like, for me, most of my friends are the girls and the gays. And usually if it's a guy, I'm very very femme, so he ends up being femme too. So you kind of like gotta be used to being with the girls and the gays. So when it's a straight guy, traditional straight guy, and he's like very like straight, it's like what we talking what we talking about? You know?
Yeah,
You get what I'm
I get your
saying?
point. Straight guy wants to smash. That's it. Sense of the story. If you don't want to smash, then I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know what you doing
Not
talking to a
even that,
girl.
but like what we talking about?
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, there's nothing else to talk about. Either smash or not. Like it's that simple.
Yeah.
So like I get it. In that perspective, it makes sense, I guess. If
Because there's been situations like, for example, you can be so hyped to talk to a guy, you thinking he's gay, and he's like, hey, and then you realize he's straight, and like, oh, oh, sorry, you don't got a girlfriend?
again, I misunderstood a little bit what she
Mhm.
said. A red flag straight
Yeah.
man is not as bad as I hate. I kind of thought she said I hate straight man.
Mhm.
So my whole argument is a little bit moot. My rant.
And I
kind
feel
of a
like people are kind of like taking it to the next level.
It's
I
just
don't think it's that deep,
you
but
know
it can be construed this deep.
it's a game of
Mhm.
telephone.
Yeah.
Somebody reports, and
Yeah.
to us this is like a third channel of telephone, and I'm hearing it. I'm
Mhm.
already
Yeah, you
hate,
getting hit. You getting
and
like
the person watching us now is gonna hate, and
yeah,
I misspoke,
yeah.
so misunderstood. Yeah, she didn't say hey. Red flag is a little different.
lighthearted statement, it still turned off some of her fans. So she has to be
I
mindful
get
of that.
it.
But anyway, tell me what y'all
I
think
get
about
get
this.
it.
it.
I understand why it would turn somebody off,
Yeah.
but it is not as bad as I hate straight men. It's
Yeah,
definitely not.
because then the guy's perspective is like, I'm just listening to your music. Like I was just supporting you, and now I'm a red flag.
Yeah.
Like
I can see that. Absolutely, I can see that. Yeah,
yeah,
but
yeah.
she's.
Interesting.
I still believe she should have kept that to herself. But
Yeah,
it.
because that's things you say to yourself.
Yeah,
Like
but it's not as
like
bad,
Lady
right?
Gaga, she says the girls and the gays, like she's like a gay icon. No one's like the ladies are not saying, oh, I'm for the straights. Like no one really like champion and do something like out for the straights, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord, and as always, share as much kindness as possible.